Hello everybody, I am back at the Colonial Capital Humane Society. I am working with Levi. I've had a few videos with Levi before. He has some socialization issues where he gets nervous being approached by strangers, but that's in the context of his kennel or an enclosed area. So out in this open space, Levi is much more playful, and we're able to use tug as a way to help bring him out of his shell and also introduce some basic training. So the first thing I'm doing here is taking control of the game. I'm teaching Levi that there are rules and boundaries in tug so that he doesn't get too crazy, the adrenaline doesn't get so extreme that he loses control. Our main focus in the game is teaching Levi impulse control. So as you can see, I use my body to show Levi that there are boundaries and rules. So when he goes to grab the toy out of my hand before I'm ready, I'm using my body as a barrier, which he's respecting, or I'll use my knee as a social pressure. So I'm not trying to kick him or knee him, I'm using it to invade his space and to ask him to back up. That social pressure is a way to move a dog around without using a leash or any kind of physical pressure. So I'm just moving my knee into his space, which is asking him to back up in a way that he understands. So this is Levi's first time playing tug, so he does make some mistakes. He will jump for the toy. If he gets it before I'm ready, I simply drop it. It's important to remember that Levi's favorite part of this game is the actual conflict, the fighting, the tugging, pulling back and forth. So if he grabs it before I'm ready and I try to pull it out of his mouth, he's getting reinforced, he's getting the game he wants. So if he makes a mistake, I don't want to play tug with him or give him the conflict he's looking for. I drop the toy and I go for the second toy and I give him a second chance. Throwing over the toy like this with a low head is a guarding behavior, so instead of trying to reach in and snatch the toys away from him, I'm inviting him to bring the toy to me or to walk away. So I'm always trying to trade off. The best way to create a dog that's growling or resource guarding is to snatch a toy away from them, making them feel like they have to guard the toy even harder the next time. So this game is biologically fulfilling for Levi. Something in his genetics is telling him to bite down and pull, and he really enjoys that activity. So we are able to use that to our advantage by teaching him how to have impulse control in order to earn that game, and at the same time we can build up his confidence. So when I'm playing tug with Levi, I'm going to do a little bit of acting. I'm going to make him think that he's much, much stronger than me. When he pulls, I'll kind of give in a bit, and I'm using my body language to help him feel strong in the context of the game, to help his confidence overall. Then we take the opportunity to practice impulse control and teach him to bite on command so that he is not just biting at anything we have dangling, and teach him that he needs to wait for that cue yes before he goes to bite the rope. I like to think of tug like any martial arts or wrestling or boxing as a sport. It's conflict-based, it is controlled aggression, so we're using the game as an opportunity to practice skill and technique versus just an emotional response to something. The better that Levi gets at his impulse control, the more excited we can allow him to become, so the more adrenalized we can allow him to get, and the more we can practice him being under control in that heightened state. So we can transfer all the skills that we're practicing with tug to our everyday life, so that once Levi has control over himself in the game of tug, he's going to learn how to cope with the excitement of the real world. Levi is available for adoption, so reach out directly to CCHS for more information, and as always, thanks for watching and stay tuned for more videos.